Yo, how's everybody doing? First and foremost, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's to the people that celebrated. I know I'm a little late to it, but I essentially wanted to just throw it out there just to kind of get the, remember we get the mood set. I just wanted to talk about just just what's been going on with APB, kind of just give like a little bit of a future video, kind of inside of what I'm gonna be doing for a little bit because I have a couple of videos planned and some other stuff projects coming up soon. But I essentially wanted to talk about just what's going on with right now currently. Not a lot has really changed, but I want to talk about the what was it, the Christmas event. It was the same as last year, but they decided to add another piece of event which was called the elf inflicted wounds. And essentially if you did this, it's over now. They only ran this 3 times. I was thinking about making a video in between about it, but honestly it wasn't something that I was just like, oh, we should, you know what I'm saying. It really was just kind of its own like unique thing, which essentially if you logged in during the periods of whenever the elf was spotted inside of the regions of where people played, you were able to be awarded a custom title of your choosing permanently across your account if you killed the super beefed up and broken elf that ran around if you found it. And I got awarded one. Yeah, my bitch ass got one apparently, so I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, speaking of like the whole same event thing, if you played throughout the period, I would say if you played throughout the period of the event and you did up to 100 missions and or mini games of that event, you were going to be awarded 1500 G1C, which is $15 worth of G1C, because they had a bunch of server issues going on throughout this time, or at least before-ish on the time period, and kind of in the mixture of the event timing. So essentially what this means is if you played a lot during this point, you got $15 worth of GT. But additionally, if you logged in during the event period, you know what I'm saying, while this was happening, you got an extra 500 G1C. So that was essentially 2000 G1C, which is $20 worth of, you know what I'm saying, whatever the fuck you want, you know what I'm saying, G1C. And they were also, like I said, for the event you got your Joker tickets. So I would say that this was a pretty nice compensation event. They did not have to do this, honestly. So I thought that was pretty cool of them to pretty much award that to people that during logged on during a pretty big issue period during the time for APB, per usual, I would say. The elf event thing was actually a lot of fun. I think got a lot more people on during this time period, but that was because, you know what I'm saying, it was a mixture of EU and NA players going in to get awarded the titles and stuff. There was a couple of repeat winners and stuff like that, but yeah, I thought it was pretty cool, and I don't know if they're going to be doing that a lot more often. I don't think so, because I think for custom titles, like, that's going to be like, you know what I'm saying, kind of a rare player driven type deal. But anyways, I want to give y'all a little bit of update on Legends. Well, TLDR, they delayed it again for the fourth time. They delayed Legends for the fourth time because essentially with all of the server issues that were going on, I'm pretty sure they were focused on getting the servers steady so that way they could roll out Legends. But they did end up giving us a little bit of a sneak peek, as you're probably going to see on the screen right now. It is pretty much what I have been talking about in this video that I got on the screen now. That was all inside of the database that I wanted to talk about briefly, and kind of speculating what were these modifications, or you know what I'm saying, the weapons are going to be added. And it, truth be told, it just seems like as if it's pretty much going to be what exactly I said during that whole video. There could be some changes. Everything is subject to change. That's just how it is when it comes to this sort of stuff, because it's not final information. But I'd imagine, I'm not sure if we are too close to the idea of Legends, but I would say if I want to give a guesstimate on the prediction of when it could be released, it'll probably be released around March to April, because I mean we have February coming up pretty quick. We'll have the Valentine's, you know what I'm saying, event going on. It's probably going to be the exact same Valentine's event going on, and we're gonna just wrap that up. They're just trying to get all of the servers pretty much much more steady and readily for the big update for everybody to play whenever that time comes. But yeah, that's all I pretty much had to say. Just a slight little update video. I'm not gonna get too far into it, but yeah, thank you guys for watching. As always, peace.